Hello, this is Kaiden, and in this video we are going to talk about why you are not a top student, and that's because you do not reward yourself after you have been studying for very hard. Well, rewards are one of the most important things you can do to yourself and to give yourself to make yourself feel more motivated and to push yourself to the next level. However, there are many kinds of rewards. So for example, you can reward yourself with a computer game, or you can reward yourself with some Facebook time, or you can reward yourself, in my previous video I talked about this, with a bath, or even with food, like maybe an ice cream. Now all these rewards are perfectly great, but there is a shortcoming to all of them, is that they take up a lot of time and they make you lose concentration. You build up your focus to a high level, and after you go to Facebook, it drops all the way down here. After you take a bath, it drops all the way down here. After you go and play on the computer games, it probably drops all the way down here. Well, nothing wrong with food and ice cream and jelly bean and Mentos sweets. All it does, it makes you go from this to this. Alright, you don't want me to start drawing these kind of pictures, do you? So now the question is, what kind of rewards should we do? That is both fast and it makes you feel good. So I'm going to talk about this reward in this video. I'm going to share with you this scientific sounding term called quasi-reinforcement. Basically, some scientists actually discovered that pigeons, if you give them food every 500 times it pecks a key, it will peck the key slowly. But if you give them a brief flash of light every 20 seconds, it's a marker to let them know they are doing the right thing to get food. It pecks much faster. Now, the scientists say that these flashes of lights are actually called quasi-reinforcement because they have some, but not all, the properties of ordinary reinforcements such as food for pigeons at least. The amazing thing is that usually these flashes of light don't interest the pigeon at all, but when they're pecking and used in effect with the pecking, it doubles how hard the pigeon works without giving it any more food. So with that knowledge in mind, we are going to motivate ourselves in the same way. And this is what I call the magic box technique. How the magic box works is this. Every 6 minutes, you will draw a dot or a line. 1 hour equals to 10 dots or lines. So it goes like this. This is 6 minutes. This is 12. This is 18. 24. 30. 36. 42. 48. 54. And 60. Well, that looks pretty simple. But then how does Magic Box help you become more productive, and how does it actually help to reward yourself? Well, the first thing is that it's much less intimidating to start work for 6 minutes than to look at a 60-minute or 1 hour block of time. It's much easier to look at 6 minutes. So every 6 minutes you put a dot and it shows you that something is done. You have passed 6 minutes, and every segment is only 6 minutes, so it's a much smaller segment of time for you to look forward to. Next, it allows you to plan in 6-minute blocks, and this is really one of the most powerful things I have found out. And my plan usually goes like this. My first 6 minutes is always to plan, and then after that I will think of what I'm going to do for the rest of it. So I'm going to spend 12 minutes on task A, task B I'm going to spend 18 minutes, and task C I'm going to spend 12 minutes for a total of 48 minutes. And the last point I would like to make about the power of Magic Box is that it gives you immediate, consistent, and non-guilty reward. What does that mean? It takes you like 0.1 second to draw a dot. That's very immediate. Consistent, every 6 minutes you draw a dot, every 6 minutes you draw a dot, a line, a dot, and a line. And non-guilty, because it's not food, it will not make you fat and round. It's not Facebook, it will not suck your time away. And there's basically no guilt, and you feel good when you're doing this, when you're creating the magic box. Lastly, you feel this sense of accomplishment as you see the magic box you have created during the day of work. It's like a sign, a mark that you have done something. You have created something during the day of work, and you can count to yourself, I've done 3 boxes today. I can shoot for 4 boxes tomorrow. That's a target, and it's very, very motivating. So now you know the way I reward myself. I use the magic box technique, which basically means I draw a dot or a line every 6 minutes to create a box that looks like this. And there are many, many benefits to creating a magic box. And I usually combine this together with my countdown timer. If you don't know what is this, check out the other video, and it's a speaking countdown timer. So use the other video and check out what this tool is. When I combine these two together, my productivity immediately shoots through the roof. So I hope you have enjoyed this session.